Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got Enunwa. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Get it, baby. Let's go. Oh. Tempo, tempo. Hey.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Gun!
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Darnold. And Ingram holds it in. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
3-19!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tempo.
This time Wilson will throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run it for the first time with the backup Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Detroit.
Darnold on first down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Wilson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gotta go. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold. Open man right side is Ingram. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. Blue 90. Blue.
Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And now running right through it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
14.
Here's Wilson on third down. Flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Move 15. 36 power. Shotgun.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On second down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Fights him off. And another tackle broken. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
3 and out. 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 3
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's got this down to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with 9 seconds remaining. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Darnold. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.